Gospel of St. Matthew, chapter 17. The Transfiguration of Christ upon the mountain of Tabor. Christ ought to be heard. Of Elias and John Baptist, he healeth the lunatic with the power of faith, prayer, and fasting. Christ telleth them before of his passion. He payeth tribute. And after 6 days, Jesus took Peter and James and John his brother, and brought them up into an high mountain apart, and was transfigured before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his clothes were as white as the light. And behold, there appeared unto them Moses and Elias talking with him. Then answered Peter and said to Jesus, Master, it is good for us to be here. If thou wilt, let us make here 3 tabernacles, one for thee, and one for Moses, and one for Elias. While he yet spake, behold, a bright cloud shadowed them, and behold, there came a voice out of the cloud, saying, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear him. And when the disciples heard that, they fell on their faces, and were sore afraid. Then Jesus came and touched them, and said, Arise, and be not afraid. And when they lifted up their eyes, they saw no man save Jesus only. And as they came down from the mountain, Jesus charged them, saying, Shew the vision to no man, until the Son of Man rise again from the dead. And his disciples asked him, saying, Why then say the scribes that Elias must first come? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Certainly Elias must first come and restore all things. But I say unto you that Elias is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they would. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. Then the disciples perceived that he spake unto them of John Baptist. And when they were come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man, and kneeled down to him, and said, Master, have pity on my son, for he is a lunatic, and is sore vexed. For oft times he falleth into the fire, and oft times into the water. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they could not heal him. Then Jesus answered and said, O generation faithless and crooked, how long now shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. And Jesus rebuked the devil, and he went out of him, and the child was healed at that hour. Then came the disciples of Jesus apart, and said, Why could not we cast him out? And Jesus said unto them, Because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as much as is a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. And as they abode in Galilee, Jesus said unto them, The Son of Man shall be delivered into the hands of men, and they shall kill him. But the 3rd day shall he rise again. And they were very sorry. And when they were come to Capernaum, they that received poll money came to Peter and said, Doth not your master pay tribute? He said, Yes. And when he was come into the house, Jesus prevented him, saying, What thinkest thou, Simon? Of whom do the kings of the earth take tribute or poll money? Of their children or of strangers? Peter said unto him, Of strangers. Then Jesus said unto him, Then are the children free. Nevertheless, lest we should offend them, go to the sea, and cast in an angle, and take the first fish that cometh up. And when thou hast opened his mouth, thou shalt find a piece of 20 pence. And that taken, give it unto them for me and thee.